all right. What's going on, y'all? This is Common Sense Over Nonsense. Mr. 507.
I am Mo Smith.
I am Buck Jones.
Yes.
Champ is here.
The champ.
The champ is here.
The
The champ is here. And he's back like Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac, baby.
Yes.
Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac here in black. We don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
All right, man. We're hopping the ride. We're about to go live. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, today on this topic, we're Behind Enemy Lines, Part 2. That's right, and it continues. We're going to keep on moving, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, y'all just hang on. We're going to roll on, baby. All right.
Right.
All right, so we're going to start the topic off with Behind Enemy Lines, Part 2. All right. So, what's been going on in the news lately and around the world as usual? We're still talking about certain things going on and how racism still exists on the yard. It's still getting hard on the yard. You know what I'm saying? So hey, basically, you know, we're going to talk about a lot of subjects today, man, involving our black community as well.
Yes.
The race of other folks. You know, our own people pretty much turn on each other as usual. You know, why does that still exist? It's probably something that'll probably never stop. I mean, the way everything has been set up from day one, we're going to talk about what destroyed the black families. You know, I think it all started with welfare a long time ago, back in the 60s. And also we'll talk about the good and bad of the police department as well. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about today, you know what I'm saying? So I want to get my man Bug, who's been out for a little bit. He's back, y'all. Be glad to have him back.
Yes, indeed.
So, Bug, let's go ahead and get the topic rolling, man.
Get him, Bug.
Yeah, let me go ahead and, before I get started with the topic and everything, man, I want to say a special thank you to everybody who texted me, called me, reached out to me, and, by now everybody knows about, what happened to my father. He recently passed away, and I was, very heartbroken about that. Me and my whole family was. So, in another show, which we were going to do on Father's Day, I'm definitely going to do a tribute to him in memory of him. So, I just want to say before we get started with the topics and whatnot, continue to pray for us. We need your prayers. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that reached out. And also, before we get started with the topic, I want to send a special shout out to Fat Larry.
Fat Larry.
Yeah, Sports Talk with Fat Larry. He showed us love. He showed us love in the H-Town, so we're going to return the favor and do it in the D-Town. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
So his subscribers going to be our subscribers, and our subscribers going to be his. So once again, shout out to Sports Talk with Fat Larry in Houston. So that's how.
All right.
Reach out to my man, Fat Larry.
Fat Larry. King of the swag.
Already.
Yes,
Now,
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, the reason why we all in black tonight is the fact that we're gonna get into some gangster shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because the last time we did Behind Enemy Lines 1, this is like one of my most popular shows and everything. So we wanted to run this back, and because there's a lot more has happened since the last time we talked about such as this. So I'm gonna get started with this topic, particularly dealing with Shiloh Hendrix. If y'all don't know who Shiloh Hendrix is that racist woman in Minnesota who made all these comments to a 5-year-old autistic black boy, calling him the N-word and all that kind of stuff.
Golly gee, how brave of her.
Yeah, how brave of her. And it's amazing to me that, she talking about she been attacked, her family been attacked and all that kind of stuff. But the 5 famous words when racist white folks will say is, I fear for my life.
Yep.
So back in the day, when somebody called you the N-word, particularly a white person called you the N-word, they used to get their ass whipped. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now they do a GoFundMe page and everything. Now they GoFundMe pages in the millions.
Well, let you know that the racism still exists. It's still high out there. And that ain't no but like we saw in the last one, when you get that kind of money in millions of dollars and she's in the wrong for what she did, what does that tell you right there? Millions of dollars, how big the racism is out there.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, I don't care. Like I said, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be there, man, no matter what happens. You don't have it. It's not as open. Nowadays, you're seeing a lot of, what I'm seeing now, man, when I'm social media, it just explores everything now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot more black and white go on with the fights now. I'm seeing Karens getting their asses whooped. You know, and I seen a lot of whatever you want to call them, Kens or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, getting their ass what you starting. They can just get away with, well, I'm white, I can do what I want. And a lot of time, man, no, sir. Now, for a minute, the skinny jean era, they was getting away with it.
Yeah.
You know, I seen one episode where a dude was messing with a young black dude, and he was all up in his face. An older white guy all up in his face. I've been in the Marines, and I'm missing that. And I was like, man, by now he should have been swung on.
Oh yeah.
Now-
Absolutely.
Now it's getting to the point now where we hey man, get out my face, and it goes down. You know, but man, why are we still on this color bullshit? How we realize, man, that look, man, if you poor and trying to make it in the world don't have no color. It don't. It has no color at all.
Yeah.
And here we are still on some BS. I'm worried about what you look like. And what if you gotta save that man's life? Says a black man gotta save your life or whoever, anything can go on. But you know, the higher power is that's what they want.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've harped on it before, and I'll harp on it probably many times before this whole thing what we're doing is all said and done. It's not by accident, y'all. It's by design.
Thank you.
It's been that way since day freaking one. And like I said before, yeah, they throw gas for the sake of class.
Yeah.
Racism is the perfect blanket to cover up classism.
Exactly.
And it takes that one group to fall for the damn okie doke
Exactly.
Yeah.
for that shit to work.
Exactly.
And it's been working for generations on end. Just like Brother Jones said, the N-word, calling us one of those, that's grounds for an ass whooping right there.
But you go ahead.
It always has
Yeah.
been, but and you know, a perfect example of that. Back when I was in high school, yeah, I didn't go to. Well, long story short, I didn't go to my senior prom, and the reason for that was nothing personal for that, but I had a thing to go to because I was in marching band. Happened to be a drum major my senior year. Anyway, make a long story short, we had a thing in Corpus Christi, Texas, called the Buccaneer Festival that we had to perform in, and I don't know. I've been to Corpus Christi numerous times and never had a problem except for that one weekend. And I think it was something about that festival, the Buccaneer Festival in particular, that brought on a racist element for some reason. But that weekend, the first night we was there, me and my other two drum majors, there was a Little Caesars not too far from the hotel within walking distance. So we just walked over there real quick and was bringing the pizza back. Ordered it, went, walked and got it on the way back. Anyway, we went to a stop sign or a street that was going to turn onto the other street.
Yeah.
And we was crossing the road, and some pickup truck, can't remember if it was red or not, but it was a pickup truck, came after we passed by, and they actually said, one boy said, hey Nick, you know the N-word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing was, they must have knew what was going to come after that.
Yeah.
Because all we heard was Nick. We never heard the Gur. Because that's how fast that pickup truck spun out and stuff. By the time,
Of course,
by
what
the
they
time
do.
we turned around, all we saw was a bunch of dust and rocks and a truck down there half a mile down the road.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally, man, like, we walking, man, yeah, man, get this pizza, man. All of a sudden we hear, hey, Nick Swag! What is that?
Well, yeah.
Whoever was
Got him out of
driving,
there. Got him out of there, didn't they? Yeah.
whoever was driving probably knew what was coming up next.
See,
Yeah.
As he sped out there, he skedaddled.
Uh-huh.
He got up out that place.
Look at her, man. You got your. Hey, I got an experience too, man.
What
Yeah.
up, what up?
In my mom hometown, man, as a kid that I knew, I used to hang out with. I'm just gonna say B.
All right.
I'm gonna call him
Okay.
B. Everybody watching know who I'm talking about. Okay. So man, we was playing at a playground one day, man, playing. You know, man, I think we were playing basketball. The white kids across the street kept looking at us. So B getting upset, man, what they keep looking at us for? I don't know. And then the ball rolled out, and one of them said some name. I can't remember what they called B. I think they called him they called him something black. You know, B would go across the street, and I had a little jam box.
Oh,
Y'all remember the
yeah.
jam? Hold on, let's just trip you out. Y'all remember a song called Rock Me Amadeus? Rock Me Amadeus, Amadeus.
Yeah,
Rock Me-
Falco,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was playing that song, right?
Uh-huh.
And then man, I hold on, man, I'll be right back. B said, I'll be right back. Little white girl was talking noise, man. So B go across the street. And I'm watching the whole time. He all up in the girl's face, Robbie Amadeus, the song kept playing. That song just kept playing, right? So man, I'm watching. Next thing you know, man, Robbie Amadeus, man, the girl said something, B hit her. Robbie Amadeus, Robbie Amadeus. Yeah. So he hit her, right? I'm like, damn, the girl start crying, she red as hell, the brother come outside. He said, what you gonna do, man? Stop. Man, what's up? What's up? White dude standing there, he'll get his daddy. Daddy come outside. Hey, what's going on here? Robbie Amadeus. You know what I'm saying? So the girl come outside, daddy come outside, excuse me. And he looking at it, what you go? So man, B was crazy. He didn't care, man. He about to fight daddy like he was scared of them. B was a good sign for his age.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So B told man, let's go, man. F them bees, man. F them bees. Let's go.
Wow.
And we walking back, man. I'm still playing on the day. Every time if I ever say that song, I can't help but think about that.
Every time you hear that song, right?
Yeah, man. So, you know, like I said, so I experienced this at the same time. I was walking down the street and the kids, hey, there go Ben Vereen. Ben Vereen, all that, say so. But I look back on that, it's funny. But like you said, it was always about distance when he did it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ben Vereen.
Yeah, man. So, you know, shout out to old Ben. But anyway, yeah.
Brown shoe.
Yeah. That's
That's
right.
10 speed, yeah.
10 speed of Brown. See, that was a show, man. That was a show, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I have my experience on that, man. But like I said, you know, in today's world, oh man, we have to look at why we still divided, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the women coming on social media, man. Black women just putting down, brothers, what they should do. Oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. Oh, well, to be with me, you got. Why are we so? Where's all the bullshit coming from? That's why, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like, man, we're in last place. Coming sisters, man.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. In some cases, some sisters they put themselves. No, that's right. Let me get it straight, y'all. Let me get it straight. I don't like the fact. What happened going to Dairy Queen back in the day, or going to Whataburger and sharing a hamburger? I know it's back in your mama them time or whatever. Nobody don't do that no more. I said, well, look how long those marriages and things accomplished lasting, man.
Yeah.
You can share a hamburger, man. You with places. Hamburger today, man, a 5-star tomorrow. They just don't understand that, man. But this is what the universe, the hatred wants. You know, it all goes back to Section 8 when they took the black man out the home, welfare.
Yeah.
You don't need him. Girl, you can make it on your own.
Yeah.
Look what it cost us now.
Yeah, it's levels to it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just making sure that you're not being used or taken for granted or anything like that. It's just like, you know, me and the missus. It's like now, anniversaries or sometimes just because we've been to Reunion Tower, you know, the ball in downtown Dallas. We've been to French restaurants and, you know, different foods of different nationalities. You know, not the cheapest stuff.
But what did it start off at, though?
But it started off, believe it or not, it started off at Wendy's.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Wendy's all the
Yeah,
way
you know
to
what? You know what? I can vouch for that because I was there a few times. You know, when y'all was at Wendy's, when y'all was getting to know each other and all that kind of stuff. So I can vouch for that. But to get back to what Mr. 507 was saying, I think there's a disconnect when it comes to relationships nowadays because everybody out to get something out from somebody else. I'm so tired of hearing about what you bringing to the table. You know, this and this, how much money you make, and all that stuff. Man, they making relationships more than they making relationships like transactions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I got to do something for you in order for to feel good about myself. I got to do something for you. One hand washes the other. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, you can put your hands in the water, but if you put your hands in dirty water, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know, how clean your hands are. But once you put your hands in the dirty water, it's still dirty.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's right, man. Yeah, that's right. Still dirty. You got that right, man.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, behind enemy lines, man. Hey, let's talk about the police for a second.
All right.
Oh,
Why is the abuse still going on? Now, don't get me wrong. We're not on here talking about this and that about the police. There are some good cops out there, some good ones. What makes their job harder is the ones who put on the badge and think they're 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
No, and this been going on, man. You know, the Klansmen was always involved in the police.
Yeah.
If you go way back, that's probably why a lot of them joined it anyway.
Oh, yeah, on the
You know what I'm
crew.
saying? Let's be honest. But we still, the system, man, still allows this to go on. I seen a video, man, where a policeman had a baby and a woman on the ground. It had to be
Baby on the
about 2
ground?
3. I think y'all seen that vid. It's a baby about 2 or 3 years old. He had the baby sitting on the ground, but he had a mom on the ground.
Yeah.
So white cop, of course. No, and I said, man, this should have been outlawed a few years ago
Yeah.
when George Floyd went down. This should have been out. They should have stopped right there.
Right. Right.
That should have stopped right there, man.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
And what was so bad about it, man? A lot of the white brothers jumped in and helped out. Brothers and sisters helped out in that whole thing. See, in their eyes, it wasn't supposed to go that far. They supposed to be just us tearing up shit, and almost everybody upset. Everybody was angry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what it came to. But no, it don't supposed to go like that. Yes, it has come to that.
Yeah.
That fence has got knocked down, man. So now we still have the abuse, man. I think what happens is we take people who never been around black folks a day in their life.
Right.
Yeah.
They never been there. So we give them this badge, gun, uniform, and put them in the hood.
Yeah.
Now, if you ain't used to black folk, we like to talk with our hands and we get angry.
Right.
We loud. We act like we're in a rap contest.
Right.
We're in a rap battle. Now you put a white boy on, like, hey, wait a minute, hey, look. They quick to put that taser out. They nervous.
Yeah.
You put a white dude around, hey man, come on, man, he'll talk to you.
Yeah.
They don't do that. I think the training should be, where'd you go to school at, where you from? You ever been around, got any black friends, family members? No. We'll call you back. Because you don't got the experience.
Right.
But that's why they put them there, man.
Yeah.
The system still allows the hatred.
Yeah.
And that's what I just sometimes that's what they want to happen.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's like what we talking about earlier, man, the 5 policemen in Memphis. 5 black ones.
And that's
Yeah.
truly
Yeah.
being behind enemy lines, y'all. Not
Yes.
just a white cop that put his knee on George Floyd's neck, but we also got folks with our own skin that ain't acting like our kin. That's trying to do us in too.
Yeah.
Truly surrounded.
Yeah.
Truly behind enemy lines.
Yeah. And let me go a little further for us that case, because when you think about that case, I flash back to what happened with Rodney King in '91.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? When it came to his trial or whatnot, they took that case. They didn't try that case in L.A. They tried it, in Simi freaking Valley. You know what I'm saying? And you already know the results. What happened with that? And this is the same thing that happened in Memphis. They took a case that was in city limits and they took it somewhere else. And in this case, it was an all-white jury that acquitted all them officers, all 5 of them.
You mean to tell me they put this
So be a
man,
jury of their peers. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
they beat this man to death, put him in the hospital, and got away with it. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So,
See?
so when it comes down to the color thing, shoot, it's not white, it's not black, it's blue.
Exactly.
And how blue sees black.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true. Like I said, man, we're not sitting up here trying to, down nobody. It's just sometimes that organization has good people in it, black, white, brown, whatever. It's just some of the officers that's in an organization.
Yeah.
This is what the system allows.
Yeah. It's
You
a
know.
case of bad apples messing up the whole bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
we know there's some good ones.
something's gonna take, man, and like I said, in order for things to get right, whatever happened, it's gonna have to sooner or later.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to. But like I said, man, you want people to trust the police, but at the same time, how they gonna do that, man, when you got one, well, I stopped you because you were speeding. No, you stopped the man because he was black. I smell marijuana. Ain't nothing in that car. Hey, I smell marijuana.
Yep.
Like one night, hey man, I got stopped one night. I was going home, man, pulled over the side of the road. Motherfucker followed me. He said, he pulled me over. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? My name is Officer. His hands like this the whole time. Now, I'm not yelling. I'm not getting loud. I'm not saying anything. Yeah, but about the car, I saw you swerving. I said, man, you didn't see me do anything. Okay, you want to step out, please? All right, man. So I got out. And I noticed on the other side was a white girl. I saw her hands like this.
Wow.
Now, hey, man, I'm cool. I'm watching her. I'm watching him too. What's the deal here, man? I saw you swerving. I said, you didn't see me swerving. That's why I did like that.
Yeah.
Whoa, calm down. Now I say, now hold on, see. Now you trying to start something. Whoa. No, I'm not trying to do anything here. Yeah, I saw you. Okay, what are you doing? I said, none of your business.
Mm-hmm.
I stay right up the street. I said, here, here's my license. Boy, easy. I said, I said, you know what?
Looking for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I stood right there, man. I'm on my street now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he looked back and he let me go. He said, where you work at? And I told him, where you coming from? I said, man, you asked a lot of questions. That's why I said, okay, look here. Come on, let's don't get into that. Okay, here you go, your license. Your eyes are red. I said, I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
But let me tell y'all, be smart dealing with these jokers.
Yeah.
Because some of them, that's why they get the job, because they just looking for something.
Yep.
They got to prove they tough. Because maybe when they was in school, they was a little, you know what, got pushed around.
Yeah.
So now they the man now or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
And
You
any
know.
other races out there that might check this out, that might not be in the know, our people know, and I'm about to say it. The fact of the matter is this: when our children are growing up, particularly our young boys that grow into men, we have to give them 2 conversations. One, the facts of life,
Yep.
the birds and the bees.
Yep.
We all know what that's about.
Yep.
Right.
Wham bam, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But do it right. And then we have a second talk:
The police.
the police.
Yeah.
I had that talk
How
to
to act
growing
when
up.
you get pulled over.
Yes.
Put your hands on put both your hands on the steering wheel on the dash. Let them see your hands at all
Golly,
times.
boy, don't
Yeah.
play.
Don't exacerbate the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Try and be calm. Do everything that they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a damn shame, man.
It does. It is. It is.
That is one of the conversations you have as a black man growing up.
Got
is
to.
the police.
Yeah.
It's a
Don't
matter
make
of
no-
life or death. Listen.
Beside, if you ever get lost, get a policeman. Beside that one, I know y'all heard that one.
Yeah.
You ever get lost, go get a policeman.
Mm-hmm.
But beside that, you heard the other one too, how that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, man, that's a
And-
damn shame.
And it goes back to back in the day, what NWA said back in the day about F the police, because all these instances that happened prior to that song coming out, and all the police incidents that happened since then, it's just confirmation of what they know what they was talking about, and it's still true to this day. And that song came out way in '86.
89.
I mean
89.
'89, excuse me. But at the same time, everything that's happening now, it's just confirmation of what they said back then. How many? Let me ask y'all a question. And I'm talking to everybody out there. How many people that been shot and killed in their own house? Think about it.
Yeah.
Boatman John, Breonna Taylor. I mean, the list goes on and on. Sandra Bland in Prairie View, which I'm a proud alum of. She got pulled over by a racist cop and everything, and they talking about, she got, she hung herself in a cell. That's nothing but
Oh,
a
that's
lie,
bullshit.
and the truth ain't in them. You
No.
know what I'm saying? And it always seemed to be, something like this happened to us. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no other race of people that goes through what we go through.
Oh, well, now you see it every now and then. Every now and then you see it. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, bud. But
No.
Every
you
now
good,
and then,
man.
every now and then you see it.
Yeah.
The race, depending on who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Hispanic sister got put over one night and they put her in the back of a police car on the railroad track. Train was coming. And them dumbasses didn't do nothing. They let that girl sit in that car and that train hit that police car. She survived it. Boy, she finna get a fat lawsuit.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers, I hope they put that one, they need to lock them up for what they did.
Yeah.
They didn't even try to move the car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling
Man, they
you.
need to get sued for every dollar, for
Yep.
every penny,
Yep.
for every piece of lint that's in their pockets.
That's right, man. That's how it is, though, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man. It's gonna take a ball of fire to try to change some stuff, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, to cops out there, man, the police that are good cops doing the work, that's what they want to do and be dedicated to help people. Man, I tell y'all, man, y'all are some solid. Y'all are solid doing it,
Yeah,
dealing with
right.
We
and
salute
you got
those.
that's what we're talking about. I'm talking about the ones that the dumbasses out there that just look for trouble
Uh-huh.
because. I'm talking about them.
The ones that used to get their ass whooped when they was a kid. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They
Like,
trying to get
I
some
heard a
get
dude still who get
Already.
stuffed in their locker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey, get in there, man. Hey,
Yeah.
stop. Get in there. They close the locker up on them.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? So, Man, but like I said, we hoping one day that things will change
Hopefully.
and they get dealt with. We didn't even see them police put in jail. They don't get the time they deserve, though.
Yeah.
They don't get the time they deserve. They're only going up for about a couple of years.
Uh-huh.
Get out on probation. They're gonna be a security guard somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, whatever. Some little redneck town gonna be a cop again or whatever.
Yeah.
But now, man, this things is a whole different age now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and everybody want to talk about, well, things are gonna change. You people have gone a long way. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, man.
Mhm.
We still behind enemy lines.
Yeah, and then here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing, because you mentioned this, Ball Smith, earlier. When it comes to police, you said that one bad apple spoils a bunch.
Absolutely.
But the problem that we see nowadays, when you have all these bad apples rolling up in bunches, there's something you got to check the tree.
Yeah.
That's something going on with that tree. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Why you getting all these dirty, rotten cops? Patrolling areas they know they wouldn't have no other business being in unless they was assigned to those areas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to racism, particularly dealing with cops and everything, and like we already said, every cop is not a bad cop.
No.
But y'all need to bring out. I'm thinking about where's the good cops that's talking bad about these bad cops.
Yeah, to hold them more accountable.
Well,
Yeah.
because number one, I'm tell you what it is, man. In a way, they kind of outnumbered it in a way, just a little bit. I seen a video, man, where a dude, and he was handcuffing a guy. He was a white guy. He was handcuffing him, and the police hit him. The sergeant come over, arrest his ass.
Uh-huh.
He arrested the policeman for hitting him.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh.
That's how you do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Step up, man. Take care of business.
Uh-huh.
I seen a few vids like that.
Yeah.
That's what need to start. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Because you putting them people in position now. You got a ride or something happen. Now you got these people out here who want to be home with their family. Got to call them because of your stupid ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can't tell me they don't want to jump on it. What happened? Well, he did this. He did that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but man, like I said, one day there's got to be a change behind all that. Got to be, man.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense for decades it's been going on.
Yeah.
You still got to get your kids to talk about it. Now the police pull you over.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember to do this now. Yeah,
Yeah.
you still got to get that. You
Yeah,
still got to
still
get
got
that
to.
talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, man, like I said, I've seen police that were cool as hell, and I've seen the ones who were shitheads.
Yeah.
You know, so hey, man, like I said, we just in a world, man, where people dominance just pays the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what we are.
Earlier, you mentioned Shiloh Hendrix,
Mm-hmm.
who did that cowardly thing of calling an autistic black boy the N-word
Mm-hmm.
and got these millions.
You know, ass.
Need ass whooped.
Well, that was
Anybody
racism right
donated
there.
money to that.
Yeah.
They needed whooped too.
That was the clan behind all that, bro.
Oh, yeah,
that is.
man.
Yeah.
But yeah, just you got to address the the ones that do it out in the open, the ones that do it in a sneaky, cowardly way.
Yeah.
And I got a perfect example of that, man. Years and years ago, a mall Santa of all things made the news, and the reason that he made the news, they caught him with some audio. Caught him with some audio and stuff. The normal thing Christmas time, we all sat in Santa Claus' lap, saying what we wanted for Christmas.
Ooh.
And
I
this
remember
kid,
this story.
it was a little black boy,
Okay.
sitting in Santa Claus's lap, and they caught the audio. And this audio went something like this. You want to see a monkey? You want to see a monkey? You look yourself in the mirror. You'll see a monkey. This is what Santa Claus telling that black kid.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
Boy, that's just ignorance at its best. Ignorance, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's another video. I seen the one with a white woman adopted a little black girl. It was a Home Depot. And I guess it was in a store. Whatever. I don't know, it might have been saying. I don't know what it was at.
Right.
All right, now. She's a little African girl.
Mm-hmm.
White woman adopted her. Okay, now. Put that back around so your hat. You know, it's on your bloodline. You know how to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
That is on Facebook, y'all.
Wow.
And she said, okay, come on, hold it down. Let's see, you know how to walk with it. Oh my gosh, you're doing a good job. That's in your bloodline. Come on now, you can do better than that.
Mm-hmm.
This is what this white woman telling her.
Yeah.
And the white woman's, let me see, I can put this. Wow! Whoa, this rice is heavy. Woo! Wow! Oh gosh! Woo! Wow, you got a big head. There you go. Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
As a
what?
matter of fact,
I said, Go ahead, man.
Didn't you go through something like that, man? The drive-through thing. I think it was Blackwater.
Look here, man.
Oh my God.
Back years back, I was at Taco Bell.
Okay.
I was at Taco Bell. Got off work, give me a little snack. You know, white boy was in the drive-through. I put over. He said, "Hey, you're Taco Bell. Can I help you?" I said, "Hey, how you doing, man? Let me get some water, 2 tacos, 2 burritos." I'll never forget it. "All right, man, 2 tacos and some water. Come on through." So I pull up. "Hey, man, how you doing?" I said, "Yeah, man, I'm doing all right." "All right, man. So you want some colored water, 2 tacos, and 2 burritos?" I said, "What you mean colored water?" "Oh, you know, man, Kool-Aid, fruit punch." I said, "What you say?" "No, man, black water, Kool-Aid." I drove off. I went into the Taco Bell. Boy, that white dude was nervous. Man, like a cat in a Chinese kitchen. He was nervous as a motherfucker, boy. He was nervous as hell, boy. So I said, "Hey, man, what a manager?" I said, "What a manager at?" Hold on a minute. So it was an essay.
Yeah.
Essay, you know, he goes, "Hello, how you doing? My name is, what? How may I help you?" I said, "Man, look up, man. I'm pointing. See that white dude right there? Yeah, what about him?" He's racist, man. He's racist. I said, "I want some ice water." He want to make a joke about, because I'm black, I want Kool-Aid or fruit punch.
Man.
Oh, no. He said, "Ah." I said, "Yeah, he did."
Yeah.
I said, "I tell you what, man, I'm going to call corporate." No. Let me help you. What is it to help you? What do you need?" So I took advantage of that bullshit. I said, "Give me 10 tacos, give me 10 burritos, and I want 2 Nacho Bel Grandes."
Woo!
Oh.
Yeah. Had to think about that.
Yeah, I said, "Okay, I'll call." No. I'll take care of you. Oh, man, that's a lot, man. Oh, no, you're going to get here. Okay. I got you. I'll take care of you. But the whole time, that white dude, let me take my glasses out. Let's wait more. Take them out. Hold it.
Oh boy.
So I just sat there cool as hell. Just, whole time, you couldn't even study on the drive-through. And I said, "Let me tell you something, man. I'm being nice coming in here.
Yeah.
You get the wrong one." I told one to tell you something. You get the wrong one, he'll jump over this counter, man. You better train them better than that shit, man.
Yeah.
I walked out there with 2 bags. "Thank you, I appreciate it. I didn't even pay for this shit. I got it free." I called corporate and boy, no, he didn't want that. I can tell he must have just got the position.
Yeah,
Because he wasn't finna fuck that up. Yeah. "Oh, no, I want to take care of you. Oh, no. What do you need?" "Oh, 2 tacos. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
And the white dude excuse, "Well, I got black friends." I don't know you. I don't give a shit who you know. That's the problem right there, man.
Yeah.
You can't take that shit everywhere with you.
That's the oldest one in the playbook.
Yes. Because
Black
I know somebody, just because you white and you know somebody black, y'all might call each other N-word. I mean, you go down the street with it. No, we were at school with a dude like that.
Yeah.
You know, he used to go around. Yeah, he said that to the wrong dude.
Man, I remember that dude.
Man, this dude looked for his ass for a month before he finally caught up with him.
I was walking with him.
Yeah.
We was getting off the bus.
Yeah.
And he walked some of the same way I walked, headed to our prospective parents' houses.
Yep.
And I was there when dude found him. Now, you know, I never knew the guy's real name. Now, you know that's a bad mofo when he only went by man.
Yeah, that was his name, man, yeah.
That's what they call him.
Yeah.
My first encounter with man was wrong with this white boy.
I remember man.
And I didn't know what had happened and stuff. I'm just making, we just talking, headed to the house. He was like, "Well, yeah, man, talking to me like that." 1 minute, I see him talking to me, conversating like this. The next split second, I see a big black man, and boom, just like this. Fist like this. I look up the road. And I see this dude tumbling and rolling on the ground. And as soon as he got his faculties about himself, running for his life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude, after that, he transferred out to school after that.
Oh yeah.
No,
He left.
did.
He got him out of there.
Because
Yeah.
that man was right back looking for him that next day.
Yeah.
And shoot, oh boy, the white boy was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's when my homegirl asked him and stuff, you know, what you
Oh,
messing with him
Lord.
for?
Right.
And that's when he said, yeah, man, that joker, man, he called me the N-word.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get him. I'm going to find him one of these days.
I remember,
Yeah.
man, was my homeboy.
Oh, yeah, he was
Yeah.
down. When you got to know him, man,
Yeah, he's my
down to
homeboy.
earth,
He was cool. Yeah, but he used to tell me about that. Yeah, man, I'm gonna fire that dude, man.
Mhm.
And he went, got on the bus, called his ass.
Yeah.
Called his ass. Got y'all know that we ain't seen that white dude since.
No.
And then y'all remember that shit, man.
Yeah.
But on another note, y'all, you know, I want to talk about what I mentioned at first about when we talking about the Section 8 deals and all that.
Okay.
You know, back in the 60s, man, they started the welfare.
Right.
They wanted to break up the family unit back then. Just take the black man out of the house.
Mhm.
You don't need him.
Yeah.
You don't need him. Y'all get on Section 8. You don't need him.
Yeah.
And here we are today, sisters screaming out Section 8 and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm hearing from what I'm hearing right now, man. They giving people time limits now and then.
Yeah.
You got a certain amount of time to get your shit together, or you out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
That's behind who we got in office now.
And then, and let me tell you something, man. I really think a lot of this has happened when you got the sisters out here with these demand with this what a man should be BS. I'll come from that right there.
Yeah.
You know, how you ever gonna learn how to treat somebody if you never seen it?
Right.
This is all set up from day one, man.
Uh-huh.
If a man's not there to raise the kids, how they gonna know how to deal with a man if they're not in the house? This all been set up, man.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
been set up from day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you when it comes to that right there.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just look at that movie back in the day called Claudine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
With, Diane Carroll and James Earl Jones.
She had 6 kids.
Yes, she had 6
Yeah,
kids.
yeah,
and then the social worker came in, you know, asking James Earl Jones about what he want to do with these kids and stuff. Oh, I see what you try to do. I see you try to take the government off and put me on.
That what James Earl Jones
That's what he
said?
said.
That's what James Earl Jones said.
Mm.
And then you know they and then just like like you said already and stuff, the focus is just take the black man out of the house.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But the white woman can keep her man in the house.
Because they don't want us to be a unit, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Uh-huh.
So man, when people do overcome them odds and they stick together and make it,
Yeah.
and raise the family to be strong children and strong men and women and overcome that, then you have beaten the odds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nowadays, man, with all the shit I'm hearing, ain't gonna happen now.
Yeah.
You gotta have this, and me ain't gotta do this, and me, and you already got 2 or 3 kids. Anyway,
Yeah.
2 or 3 badass kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you want somebody that's coming there and fly in and take care of your little jokers.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of discipline got to come with that.
Yeah.
You got to appreciate who that person is, coming in to love and deal with all that. You got to take care of them.
Yeah.
But this, like I said, man, I always go back, man. It's always been a setup to split us up. Same as why they put drugs in the community.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put drugs in the
Nixon.
community. They put dope and drugs in the community to destroy us.
That's what I always heard, man. Shoot, old Tricky Dick. That's what they did it for. Yeah, to quote unquote, for the blacks and the hippies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah. We was coming up in the world, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna stop this shit.
Even after King, man, the Black Panther Party is too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And here we are to this day. So people start getting hit with the dope. Okay, we don't want this shit in the community.
Right.
Okay, well, let's put it in the music.
Mm-hmm.
Now here it is, encouraging people to go out and do this and that.
Yeah.
This and that.
Yeah.
Don't tell them about to go and what happens to you if you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
You go to jail, go to the pen, whatever, lose all these years, can't really be with your family, can't beat her phone, can't talk to them when you want to,
Yeah.
and everything else. Your kid's mother telling you how she done met another man, other kids calling him daddy.
Yeah.
So you inside the jail beating up the walls and shit because you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody tells you about all that. This has all been set up to just destroy us as a people.
We're speaking of about a video that I saw recently about what happened to this guy who got killed just by looking at this man's girlfriend
Oh man, up in Chi-Town.
in Chi-Town.
I saw that.
All he did, I mean, it's not like he was trying to holler at her or anything like that.
We mentioned on the last
we
show.
did. Yeah, I remember now. I remember now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but from what I got out of that story is, they caught him now. But look, somebody's life is gone because you ego tripping because
Two
of the
lives
fact
gone.
that somebody looked at your girlfriend. And you know and the girlfriend, you know, since I brought her up and everything, they tell me, you know, she ain't about nothing either because she casually got back in the car after he shot somebody.
Well, now she got back in the car first, and the dude got out, and they were talking, and the dude shot him like 10, 11 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, man.
And all for what? What for?
Now you throw your whole life away.
Yeah.
And while she in the pen, she'll have her mouth wrapped around somebody else's. You know what? But you locked up.
Yeah.
It's the truth, man.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about a popsicle. Anyway, but what I'm
I
talking,
prefer lettuce myself.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
But this is what I'm talking about, man. The hysteria, man.
Yeah.
You know what's it came to this?
Yeah.
You know, man, we come a long way, man. Our ancestors all the way back from slavery days, man.
Uh-huh.
Man, do you ever think about how slavery just was?
Yeah.
And here we are, man. We not honoring them, acting like the way we acting.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it might be controversial me saying this, but I think a lot of the issue is without the black man, in a lot of cases in the home, then these boys wasn't taught to
No,
think before they do instead of do before they think.
They emotional.
That cat in Chicago, he did before he think.
He was emotional.
Instead of thinking before
Yeah.
he did.
he was emotional.
And now he locked up, and I got news for him, man. Shoot, unfortunately, my brother, somebody in due time, if they ain't doing it now, is going to be doing a whole lot more with your lady than just looking at her.
Yeah, yeah, they get emotional now, man. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. When the women are involved with the men, the women are emotional.
Yeah.
The man can teach you, hey, hold on, man, hold on. I've seen the difference.
Yeah.
I've seen the difference, man. I've seen the difference, man. Man will teach you how to hold on before you react and do this and that. Women are emotional. Ah! Well, men, we just hold on. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's up first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, when it works in perfect symphony, the man plays the role as the logic.
That's right.
Where the
Yeah.
woman plays the role as the emotion.
Yep.
And when that intertwines and works correctly,
Yeah.
oh shoot, it's a force to be reckoned with, my brothers.
Yeah,
Already.
exactly.
Yeah.
Already.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
always say from the very beginning, since we started this podcast, man, when it comes to stuff like this, man, you know, when it comes to emotional decisions being made and whatnot, you know, when emotions is high, the logic is low.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And when it comes down to things like this, man, you know, that tell me, you know, you unstable from the jump. Why
Yeah.
would anybody want to be in a relationship with somebody that's totally emotionally unstable? Man, you mean in the words of K. Reno, man, you a sensitive male. You might well get a tampon.
Well, look what happened in the same city where the woman went and got her kid to come back and then shoot the dude for arguing with him. Arguing with him.
Oh, I remember that.
You see what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
It's a prime example of what was set up from way back.
Uh-huh.
They knew it would take the man out. Hell, they'll all screw up.
Yep.
Because they know the man. I don't care what nobody say. Are you talking at to the men's? We're the ones in charge. We're supposed to be the lead. And when the lead's not there, which some men are pitiful. I see why some women rather just do it by themselves. I'm not gonna sit up here and take sides. But I've seen some cats, man, who were just sorry. I've seen it. And the women just was better off just doing it by themselves.
Yeah.
But in a lot of cases, man, we're supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? But this is what happens when you put drugs in.
Yeah.
No jobs in the communities. They took the jobs out.
Yeah.
They took jobs out, put drugs in. Let's look them all. Well, I gotta eat. Well, hey man, make this run with me.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you used to getting this kind of money in your pocket. Here you go.
Yeah.
Now the police are watching. Got these jealous dudes down the street. All kind of drama going on now. This is what was set up and was dropped in, man.
Yep.
You know, you think a lot of them dudes want to go out there doing that? What if they could? What if there was jobs? A lot of them will be working on those jobs. They're paying good money.
Yeah.
This all been a way to just. But man, our races, we are tough, man.
Yeah.
We are tough. We didn't. Man, coming from slavery all the way here, man. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Made of steel, man. But anyway, you know, on another note, y'all. Hey, you know, like I said, we're gonna like to thank the Vineyard once again for y'all watching us, and I'm glad Bug Jones is back. You know, and everything, man. You know, we know the support and everything you got. We glad to see you back, man, for real. You know.
Sir.
Yeah, man.
You know.
And I just want to say, man, thank y'all for being there. Thank you for being there.
Oh, yeah.
At
Yes.
the homegoing service. Thank you for being the pallbearers and
Yes, sir.
everything like
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir.
And like I said, I'm gonna talk more in detail about this this tribute to my dad and everything. But my dad was well loved. He was well received.
Oh, yeah.
Because that homegoing was packed. It was
Yeah.
so packed
Yes, it
that people were waiting outside.
Yeah.
To try to get in and everything, but that's just an indication to show you who my dad was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to be back. I'm glad y'all held it down, and I can't forget Flossie. Can't forget about Flossie. You know,
Shout out
holding
to
it down
Flossie,
and whatnot
yeah.
and everything. And I just want to say
Flossie!
thank y'all.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank y'all for having me back. I'm glad to be back, man, and you know I'm definitely look forward to continuing to take this ride with y'all fellas.
All right,
All right,
all
man.
right. Let's do it, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, like I said, this has been another episode of Common Sense Over Nonsense. Once again, I'm Mr. 507.
And once again, I am Boss Smith.
And once again, I'm Bug Jones on the microphone on the ones and twos and the twos and fews.
All right, y'all. We will get with y'all later. Take care of your business and take care of yourself. Peace.
Peace.
Doses.